Hello and welcome back. I am Geran and these are my 4th impressions of Return of the Obra Dinn, which I mistakenly called Return to the Obra Dinn last time. I am still really into this game. I've just come from editing the 3rd impressions. I noticed a couple of things I got wrong, and I just really enjoy playing this. It's very gripping. Also, I keep playing it so that it doesn't get spoiled for me. You know what people are like. So, first things first. I think I miscounted the number of giant spiders, which is something that's always very dangerous to do. So before I have a look at this fellow, who I'll try and remember is at the bottom of these stairs, I thought there were 3, because there was that one that was dead down there, and then there were 2 more. But I think that I lost sight of them and did that classic thing where you think there are more than there are. So this one, I think, is the first one that came down the stairs, the one that speared that guy at the other end of here. You can't sprint in this, which is kind of annoying. Who speared that fellow there. So one came down, shot spears at him, came down, killed a few people, made it all the way over there, and then got deaded. Then there was the second one, who made it, I think, even lower, like down to here, and then got deaded here and bundled into that cupboard. I don't think there was actually a third one, which does open it back up to being the 2 people who died of illness, but I'm still not sure that's connected, partially because it was much earlier on. But then again, I've not found where those bodies are kept, so it's possible they were thrown overboard and that's why they rose again as shrouded spider riders. Spiders, perhaps you could say. That's just one possibility. I thought I'd mention that. Also, there is the alternate possibility that the speared by an unknown attacker could be either an enemy or a beast. By a foreign enemy. Foreign enemy doesn't sound right. Okay. 3 more fates correct. So, speared by a terrible beast, the riders count as part of the beast. He was burned to death, okay, I did get that one right. And he was spiked by a beast. Alright, that's 3 more fates. So, well, that confirms that they're not the ill people, because the ill people would be included in the manifest. They wouldn't be counted as a terrible beast. So that means spiked by a terrible beast. I'm not sure strangled is the right thing. Having another look, I think that it's clawed. Because they look more like crab claws. Strangled implies hands, whereas clawed by a terrible beast is different to being impaled or spiked, I think. And I think I'm going to have another look at this one to try and work out who shot him. Speared by a terrible beast. So he was shot from that angle. Is that the trail? That looks like the gunshot trail. But I can't see anyone carrying... He's carrying a gun, but it's definitely pointed in the wrong direction. I think the bullet came through. That's there? It looks like it's... I think it is that trail there. But I don't see a gun. So I don't know how I'm possibly supposed to work out who shot him. Aha! Him. I can't see who that is, though. He's too far away for me to do the zoomy look. But that's definitely the guy whose bullet killed him. So looking at the people here, my closest bet... Because it's got to be the... Can I get round? Oh, I can. Oh! This guy. I didn't even see this guy before. Hang on, right. There may be a mistake I've made again. We saw the spider down here being shot. Because it was the opposite end to the butcher who is pinned there. So it was like one of these that he got shot. Yeah. It was behind that one here. The shot went through that hole. So it was here that the spider got shot. Yeah, here we go. He died before the guy who was stuck around there. I suppose he could have just bled out, actually. Basically, I think I've made some misunderstandings in the order of events. So I can't say who shot him exactly. I don't know. I'm just going to move on because I've just been going over old stuff so far. Oh. Oh. What the hell happened here? Well, that's the dead guy, I think. This is when they're bringing... What's that? If this is the unholy captives, then they slipped when they were carrying the captive down. There's also a look at what's almost certainly the carpenter and the carpenter's mate. I'd say that's more likely the carpenter because he looks older than the mate. I'd say struck? No, struck is by an animal. I guess crushed by cargo? That doesn't seem to really fit. Yeah, he was definitely crushed by the thing he was carrying. Hit him in the head between that and a barrel. But these two have to be the carpenter, Winston Smith. Oh, he got spiked. Okay. And this has got to be the carpenter's mate, Marcus Gibbs. Spiked and speared by terrible beasts. So, if I can find a third that I'm confident about, I might be able to get another trifecta. I could take a guess on his identity. I don't really want to do that if I can avoid it, but I'd say he's more likely to be Samuel than Nathan. No, apparently not. Nathan? No, that's not right either. Okay, so I was completely wrong about that. Either that, or I got their identities the wrong way round. Like maybe he's the carpenter and he's the mate. But that just doesn't seem fitting given the sort of the age difference. And there's a corpse who just died at the top of these stairs. Well, I guess he wasn't a corpse when he died. You know what I mean. Aha!
Give him tea and I can fry us a solid meal, boys. There's a free shell here. Let's have a look.
No! Get back!
We're getting some answers now. So, they did throw bodies over just prior to the spiders. The thing here has spikes on it similar to the spiders. I reckon these are baby spiders. Baby spider creatures that they took aboard. He got struck by a tail. And that's what killed him. Struck by a tail. Struck dead by a beast's tail. Yeah, I'd say that sounds about right. Wait, he's carrying a fork like that? I reckon he is some connection to this, because he's stood next to the butcher. I reckon he's the cook. Thomas Sefton, cook. I reckon that's... because he's carrying the fork. He was talking... someone was talking about cooking. Yeah, he's definitely the cook. And then, careful now, take it slow. Oh, there's a pretty shell. And then he was told to get back. So there is a shell. I thought the shells were like gun shells, shotgun shells, but I think now maybe they're animal shells of some kind. Oh. And that's the thing with the artifact in, that it looks like they're bringing aboard? Although no, they've got to be bringing it aboard. These guys are dead. Being looked over. Oh! It's the spike. It's the spike from one of the sea monsters. I'm going to make another guess at this. I still think it is the two Peters brothers. So I reckon he was killed by Nathan Peter. No. I'm just guessing. Samuel Peters. No. Okay. Just in case that completed it. Alright. I guess we see how these two died. In the first instance of the spike. It is actually getting kind of hard to keep track of which one I need to look at. So again, I see why they didn't just open it all up from the beginning.
What do you know about these things? About the chest and your dead friends?
这是什么？都回来，全部供出来，
拢是恁害啦！迄个害得较对人无顾好。
Shell? What shell?
Oh, wow. What? There's an arm in there. So that was, they were like, what do you know about this and your dead friends? So that's them bringing the chest on board that has the artifact in it. Oh wow, quite a few hurt and injured people here. Maybe dead? This guy, that's the second time I've seen him next to bodies. So I reckon he is the surgeon's mate. because that's the second time I've seen him sort of with a bag next to people who were hurt. They both got spiked at the same time. So spiked by a terrible beast and spiked by a terrible beast. Not much more I can tell from that. Oh, this one's dead. Oh, am I done with unholy captives? That didn't seem very long. I just had a look through and there are 4 people who I reckon I got right. 4 people who I've got a name and a cause of death, which means at least 2 of them are wrong. I'd say the easiest one to check would be swap around Carpenter and Carpenter's mate. Yeah. I judged them based on the facial hair, but I was wrong. So he is the Carpenter's mate, which means he... Yep, Surgeon's mate, Carpenter's mate, and the cook. Which means I know that the last one that I guessed is also correct, and that's the Carpenter. And that is a quarter of the fate solved. So I'm fairly sure this guy is actually Winston Smith the Carpenter. Let's see what killed the guy the surgeon's mate was looking at.
Ahoy! Wait! Don't shoot! I have treasure! I yield!
Hold your fire!
Oh. You... Oh, I'm walking on the ocean. This is incredible. Ah, this guy brought that back. So by the sounds of it... Oh. The artifact's there. And I can't see this person. Oh. Wow. Mermaid. No, they were definitely the spider people definitely had legs, but these 2 are mermaids with lots of nipples. The Calling. This isn't Unholy Captives. Apparently, it's very easy to deduce this guy's identity. Well, he got shot by with a gun. I keep saying by gun, but I mean with gun. He has to be the second mate. Surely, yeah, it's the second mate because he's also the one who knifed. Him. So this is Edward Nichols. Second mate was shot with a gun by one of the guards. One of those. I'm not sure if they are Chinese. I don't think they are. And he had a body in the boat with him. Ah, this was the second corpse. I don't see. Oh wow. I'm beginning to get an idea of what happened. So. He, Miss Lim, who was the woman there, Formosa. So I googled Formosa just so that I can stop embarrassing myself. It was a short-lived republic that on the island of Taiwan that used to be Chinese territory. They gave it to the Japanese, and temporarily it was known as Formosa. Honestly, I don't know how this guy died. It's very hard to tell. In the picture. Kinda looks like he's got the glow coming off of him. And then there are these shells. So this is Miss Lim. Ah, the third corpse. See, I thought she was still alive because she was there when he was executed, but I guess that happened before this, because that was number 3 murder, and this is, I think, number 4 calling. So this is right after he got executed. Oh. Oh my god, what? What? I'm now suddenly worried I'm going to encounter sea spiders at sea. This thing, this artifact, or whatever is in this box, did something. Who's that? Oh, that's one of the crew. He got speared. That's a genuine spear right through him. And she died somehow in all of this, as the second mate very courageously hid. No, I have no idea how she died either.
Oleg, you still breathing? Can you roll? Nichols, sir, shoot them for God's sake!
Alright, so this is definitely Nichols. Not Nichols, the other one, O'Hagan. So he was already dead, so he can't be Hagen. Whereas he got tackled by someone. him for some reason, although I don't see a cause of death. Alright, it's that guy I'm looking at. I really couldn't tell who it was supposed to be, so it's the guy with the sort of weird flat hair. Him. I don't see what's killing him, unless that's a knife. Oh yeah, that does appear to be a knife. You can just about see the handle. Alright, so he got knifed by him. Knifed by an unknown attacker.
Keep rowing!
Where is it? Where?
Alright, now we actually have a name. So, little sea creature here. Her lovely little face and glowing shell on her back. Chucked something and speared him. So, speared by beast. I'm guessing he's... was it Leng? Something like that? Beng, sorry. Oh, he's not even the one I'm looking at. He is. So it's got to be It Beng Sia. That guy was speared by beast. Fairly easy. Who am I looking at next? Him.
Keep course due east. We'll reach the Canaries in 3 days. If the wind picks up, we've no chance against the Obra Dinn.
那是遐个怪物出现，你绝对卖去啦！
So, they knew about the monsters. Well, he definitely got speared by beast as well. They're fleeing to the Canaries, which is why when he got back he was like, "Don't shoot, I have treasure." And it's because he abandoned ship. With the Formosian passengers, sorry. And there was a bit earlier where occasionally in the cargo hold you'd see the room that this had being guarded by the Formosian passengers. So it's all beginning to connect. Speared by beast. It's becoming quite a common one. Ooh, it's not an unknown attacker anymore. He was knifed by It Beng Sia. So I reckon it's going to say a few disappeared because he was the only one who actually came back. So I reckon anyone who I don't see stabbed probably drowned. Because we see a couple getting dragged under. Yeah, they both vanished. I'm fairly sure they drowned, but I will go and have a look another time.
Boy! Get
Ooh.
there somewhere! Storm's coming! Finish your business and climb down here!
That's interesting. I'm nowhere near done. I say that, but the only chapter I've not done is Bargain, and that's in the Lazarette. So let's go have a look and see if I can get into the Lazarette now. I cannot. Okay, I guess I climb down. I'm really, really hoping that this isn't like, okay, you have to solve all of them before you leave the ship. Because otherwise, I haven't done it. So I guess I climb back down again now.
All done?
No.
We should go. Storm's nearly about, so we won't be coming back.
Hmm.
If you've still business here, climb up and finish it.
Okay, then I guess I do have to go back and continue. So now I guess I go through and see if I can work out who everyone is. There are the 4 passengers from Formosa. He's the only one who I've not named. So that means he must be Chao Tan. Aha! Oh, I misnamed that guy. I didn't realise there were multiple stewards. I didn't even see the other stewards. So that had to have been the captain's steward. So this guy, instead of just being steward, he is Philip Dahl, captain's steward. Well, now that I know which the last Formosan is, I can say that he was shot by him, because he was the only one left on the things. Him. Yes! So, second mate. Spiked by beast. Carpenter. That's about all I have time for. This one seemed to have flown past, but now I'm sort of stuck. Whereas I always had a clear direction, I really have to go back and comb through details for this one. So, I'll be playing more soon. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to have your say on future first impressions, please consider pledging to my Patreon linked in the description. Do you think that is the shell? I bet it is. Thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you later.